Ever get that feeling? Looking at lines of code and you're just like, ugh, I wish someone or something else could do this part.
Oh, tell me about it. Coding can feel like that sometimes, can't it? Especially when you're debugging.
Yeah, debugging is the worst. But picture this. AI that could code. Not just simple stuff, but like build itself. That's kind of what we're diving into today.
Sounds intense.
It is. We're talking about OpenAI's new project, MLE Bench. It's basically testing how well AI can do machine learning, which, if you think about it, is AI doing the job of, well, AI researchers,
Wow.
writer.
It really hits at the core of a lot of anxieties people have about AI, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Like, what happens when AI can do our jobs, even the really, really complex ones?
Exactly. So where do we even begin with something like this? Let's try to break it down. So OpenAI's MLE Bench, think of it like an obstacle course,
Uh,
but for AI agents.
AI agents being...
Right, these AI programs they're developing. And they're being tested on how well they can learn and problem solve, competing against each other.
So, like a digital decathlon, but for AI.
Exactly. And they're pulling these challenges from real-world competitions on a platform called Kaggle. Ever heard of it?
Vaguely, yeah. It's a platform for data science competitions, right?
Yeah. So think of it like this. One of the challenges on this MLE bench is based on the Vesuvius challenge, which is all about using AI to decipher ancient scrolls that were buried by Mount Vesuvius.
Whoa, seriously? Like trying to read through all that damage from the eruption.
Exactly. It's crazy complex stuff. And the point is, OpenAI's agents are going head to head with others on these challenges, and they're winning, like actually placing in the top tiers.
Okay, so they're winning, but what does that actually tell us? Like, is it just about winning, or is there something more?
That's the real question, right? It's not just about winning, it's how these AIs are approaching the problems. They're not just crunching numbers, they're adapting their strategies, coming up with new approaches. There's a line in the article that really stuck with me. It suggests that by 2027, AI could actually outperform human researchers.
2027, that's
Sure.
pretty soon.
I know. Reading that kind of freaked me out a bit, to be honest.
I can imagine. It's exciting, sure, but also a little unnerving.
Exactly. On one hand, the possibilities are huge, right? Like, imagine AI curing diseases or solving climate change way faster than we ever thought possible.
I get that, but that's also where it gets a little, well, scary. Because if AI is going to be potentially designing itself, how do we control that? Make sure it aligns with our goals. And what about the unintended consequences?
These are definitely not hypothetical questions anymore.
Not at all. And they're questions we need to be asking, like yesterday.
Absolutely. So, as we finish up our deep dive, here's something I think is worth thinking about. If AI can potentially automate even the most complex jobs, including, creating AI, then what does that mean for us? Like, is human ingenuity becoming obsolete?
Big question.
Huge. Are we headed towards a future where we take a backseat? Or is there a way for us to work alongside AI, using its power but also valuing what makes us human? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. But I think it's a question we all need to be asking ourselves. And each other. It's not just a tech issue anymore. It's about the future we want to create.
Couldn't agree more. Lots to ponder, huh?
Definitely food for thought.